Yes, sir. It's the Afternoon Hustle with Amir Diamond on the Vibe. It's also Woman Crush Wednesday. I got Bonez in the studio with me. What's up, Bonez?
What's up, y'all? Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Now, you're from the H, huh?
Yes, the north side.
We were talking behind the scenes about people who are either from the H or not the H. What do you like? How long does somebody have to live in Houston to be from the H? Or do you have to be born in Houston to be from the H?
I mean, if you're from the H, you already know, like, you kind of got to be born here. But, you know, there's people who have came to the city, you know, like through middle school, you know, and been here their whole life since then. So, really, you can't really say, you know, who can really claim it or not, you know? So,
It's Bonez in the studio. So you were born and raised in the H?
Yes.
What school did you go to?
I actually went to two high schools. I went to one for career, so I went to Westfield High School, and then I also went to Carl Winchie High School, so two different ones.
And I really like your sound. Like, I feel like you don't sound like a lot of artists who are out right now. You have your own unique sound. So I'm loving the single Solo Dolo,
Yes.
which you just shot a video for. How did that go?
Oh, it was amazing. I can't wait for the world to see it. It's going to be awesome.
Can you give us any hints of what the video is like? What's it giving?
It's giving basically a girl who got cheated on by a guy that she really loved and that she really adored. And basically, she's just like, bye, you know, like, I'm done with you, you know, like, I'm moving on, I'm on my own thing, I'm doing me. And I just can't wait for you guys to see it. It's amazing.
So where did Bonez come from? Where'd you get that name from?
Oh, it has a long story. I used to be a seamstress back in the day, and it actually was herringbones. But I decided to chop it in half.
Herringbones?
Yes, so herringbone is actually a pattern. And it was a pattern that I really liked, and it stuck with me, and it's actually the same pattern on a herringbone chain. So I was just like, you know, I like that. And then from a couple of years, I was just like, you know, I don't really want to have like a long name, and everyone calls me Bonez anyway, so I might as well just switch it over.
Now that you say that you used to be a seamstress, it's all coming together for me because I was looking at some of your photos, and it's like model, high fashion type vibes.
That's true. That's all me.
Where'd you get your sense of style from?
Really, just my parents, you know, I have old school parents, you know, they had me in their 30s, you know, so I grew up with all different types of like decades of like clothing and music. So that just shopping at thrift shops, man, you know, just vibing, and I just found my style and just grew it ever since then, you know.
Now, we had the ice storm back in February, but I want to talk about what happened during Hurricane Harvey. What was that experience like for you?
Ooh, that was crazy. For me, Hurricane Harvey was a big moment in my life because it all started from my one of my family members actually got stuck on the freeway, and I didn't really know what to do, so I was like, let me try to get on Twitter and get in hold of the chief. It's like a chief officer. And like I got a hold of him, and he was like, all right, we're gonna send, you know, EMT on a boat out to go get her. And, you know, they got her, and then all of a sudden people started hitting me up on Twitter like, oh, you know, we need you to help us. And I'm just like, all right, bet. So I'm calling 911 like every 5 minutes, and I did it for like over 100 people. It was a lot. It was really a lot, but I helped save lives, you know, and it was a blessing, and I would never regret ever doing that, you know.
That makes me feel really good because for the first time, usually when storms happen, I'm free to move around the neighborhood or move around the city, but this was the first time where I was stuck as well. Like, I could not get through the waters, and it wasn't bad to where it came into the house, but I know it was worse for other people, and I wanted to help so bad, but I couldn't even get out of my house to help the city. So I know that probably filled your heart up to know that you were able to help other people
in your
area.
I couldn't leave either, you know. I couldn't go far at all, you know, just down the street. And, you know, it was cool to know that I'm helping people all over the city, you know, be able to get to safety, you know. There was like a little girl who was on a ventilator, and it really did me some good, you know, knowing that like they were able to rescue her because she, like, the water was at the top of their building. She couldn't plug up the machines. So it was just a blessing, a real blessing.
Did you have that same experience for the ice storm back in February?
I did not have that experience, thank God. But for all of the people that went through that, I know it was tough. I had a couple of friends who had dealt with water damage and leakage, and they had to like stay at like hotels and stuff to try to, you know, make it for a couple of days until they could get back into their room. So it definitely was hard.
What was it like growing up for you, like in high school and childhood years? Were you like the shy girl in school, or did you have all the personality? Were you doing talent shows and stuff like that?
When I was a little kid, I was really shy. I didn't speak much. I was really, really quiet. But it was very weird because I've always been in like the choir or like singing ever since I was 4 years old. So I was doing stuff that really, really that I wanted to do, but at the same time I was real quiet and reserved. As I got older, I started to open up a little bit more, you know, hanging out with my friends and stuff like that. But I think I've always been kind of introverted, kind of quiet. And that's pretty much just me.
Did y'all ever do like, I know a lot of people who are in choir, they usually do songs from musicals. Did you ever have to do any songs from musicals?
Yes, and actually children's choir, I had to do lots of songs from musicals. Some of them I still remember to this day. And it was really, really cool, you know. I got a chance to learn a lot of different things that I feel like will help me a long way, you know.
I was reading about you, and it said that your journey has come with a lot of pain and suffering. Can you talk about some of the hard points in your life?
Yeah, you know, affliction, man, you know, going through tough times. You know, I've been through a lot of things, you know, poverty, I've been through heartbreak, I've been through many different struggles, you know, real hard struggles, tough situations, and I feel like I can relate to a lot of people. And I feel like a lot of people have been through a lot of the similar things that I've been through. So I just want to let my music be a gateway for them. You know, I want them to be able to listen to me and be able to open up and, you know, like basically just feel free for once, you know?
So we got the song Solo Dolo.
Yes.
Are we going to get any other music where you're talking about these experiences that you're telling me about right now?
Oh, absolutely. Definitely. Absolutely. In the future, I have so much for you guys.
I always put artists on the spot and see if we can get a release date. Can we get a release date?
For this song right here, for this track right here, Solo Dolo, it's gonna be out. It's actually out right now.
Okay, we know Solo Dolo's out. We talking about the full length project.
Man, I can't
EP
talk too much
album.
about that, man. But next year I got a lot for you guys coming up, so just know it's coming.
We gotta stay tuned.
Oh, absolutely.
So you like to keep people on our toes because we heard Solo Dolo. That's why I'm trying to pry it out of you. We want to hear new music from you. We want to hear
coming.
more.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, so it's coming. We got to stay tuned. Where can we find you on social media?
Okay, so on social media, on all my platforms, it's going to be at Bonez Music, BonezMuzic. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, it's all the same. And that's pretty much on my platforms.
Can we play Bonez right now?
Yeah, we could sample it just a little bit.
Can we play Solo Dolo?
Yeah, we can sample it. We can sample it. We can do it. We can do it.
It's Bonez in the studio. Get into this Solo Dolo in the Afternoon Hustle. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much.
It's the Afternoon Hustle with Amir Diamond on The Vibe.